Hi, good morning children. Everyone are ready to attend to the class? Yes. Can you remember which area we discussed on last class? Yes, it is politics we discussed. In politics, we started our first lesson and we discussed the main things related with the constitution, and also we discussed the purpose of, not discussed, we are continuing the same topic today. Purpose of the constitution or the functions of the constitution, or why does a country need a constitution. Got it? We can start it. Okay. So first we discussed why do we need a constitution. It realized it serves some ideals for us as a country, people of country, authorities also. Next, the second important purpose of constitution is, second one we are going to discuss. Second purpose, it is to define the nature of a country's political system. To define the nature of the country's political system. ഒരു രാഷ്ട്രത്തിൻ്റെ രാഷ്ട്രീയ ലെവൽ മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ നമുക്ക് കഴിയുന്നു. ഡിഫൈൻ ദ നേച്ചർ ഓഫ് ദ കൺട്രീസ് പൊളിറ്റിക്കൽ സിസ്റ്റം. രാഷ്ട്രീയ അവസ്ഥയെക്കുറിച്ച്, സ്ഥിതിയെക്കുറിച്ച് കൂടുതൽ മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ നമുക്ക് സാധിക്കുന്നു. ആൻഡ് ഫ്രം ദ example of Nepal, again we can take. Last class we discussed Nepal and its constitution. First it was a monarch. After that 2006 they became the democratic nation. So from the Nepal's example, what they followed first is a monarchy. In that there is no participation of a people. A monarch and the council of ministers, they are taking all the decisions or everything related to the country. But if it is a democratic country, what happens? All the people will get chance to participate the discussion through the representatives of the nations. We people are casting our vote and we people are electing the representatives. So those representatives on behalf of the people, they are participating the important discussions related on the country. But in a monarch or a monarchy political system, what will happen? The king or the monarch and the council of ministers, they only taking the decisions. There is no participation of the people. Understood? What is the difference? But after that they changed it into a democratic form of a polity. Government or a polity. What is polity? Governmental system. So they changed their political system into monarchy to democracy. So here constitution plays a crucial role. Monarchy is not here. Monarch cannot take, or there is no monarch, and thus private persons or single persons cannot take any decisions. So here we need the constitution. Constitution playing a vital role in a democratic country, but it is not playing that much vital role in a monarch system of polity. And the constitution helped to define the country's political system. While we are reading the constitution of a country, we can see the polity or the governing system of that country. It is easily defined there. And you know that in a democracy we choose leaders. Already we discussed. So these leaders are responsible to do their work or duties perfectly. Why? It is questionable. You know why it is questionable? Accountable. Why? Because India is a democratic country. Everyone has the right to choose their representatives. People's participation is more in democracy. So while we elected, or because of we casted our vote and we selected the representatives, They have to look their duties perfectly. They have to do their responsibilities perfectly. Otherwise, it will be questionable. ചോദ്യം ചെയ്യപ്പെടും. കണക്ക് പറയേണ്ടി വരും. Am I right? But of course, sometimes we can see these leaders will misuse their powers, or authorities or leaders misusing their powers. So what will happen? What is the remedy for this problem, crucial problem? In such situations, Constitution provides safeguards against it. ഇവിടെ രക്ഷകനായി എത്തുന്നത് ആരാ? Constitution, ഭരണഘടനയാണ്. All the provisions, constitutional provisions are there. How the leaders should be, how they have to rule the country, how they have to interfere with the common people. What is the responsibilities of the authority? If they are violating, what is the next step? Everything it is mentioned in a constitution. So here Constitution safeguards the interest of the common people and also taking apt punishment or apt decisions for the people, those who are misusing their powers, or those authorities they are misusing their powers. When you are reading the newspapers, watching the TV news, you can hear different problems it is around or in our polity or governing system. So my dear children, who will take according to or on the basis of the constitutions, ഭരണഘടനയുടെ അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിലാണ് പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട തീരുമാനങ്ങൾ എടുക്കപ്പെടുന്നത്. Understood? In such a situation, such a misuse of a powers or a authority, you can understand by a classroom situation. You know, my dear children, through a classroom situation, you can understand this. Means, an authority is misusing their power or a leader is misusing their power, what will happen? To understand that, you can understand or through a storyboard. What is a storyboard? In your textbook, page number 7, you can see this storyboard. This is known as a storyboard. Got it? That means dialogues will be there. Pictures also will be there. This is one of the best example for the second purpose of the Constitution. So, I will read it. All of you listen carefully. Got it? You know, Suresh is the class monitor and he is a bully. His classmates are not too fond of him. Mrs. Rao, the class teacher, has to leave the classroom on some urgent work. She asks Suresh to mind the class. Suresh starts picking on Anil. And you know the situation? The class teacher is there. So class teacher have to go out to do some urgent work. So who is the class monitor? Suresh. But most of the children are not at all ready to accept, not fond of Suresh. Do you have such leaders in your class? No, you all are very nice children. I know that you will never make any problems inside the class. Am I right? Okay. So here Suresh is not a good friend of others and he is not too fond of others. So what he did? He got a power, he got an authority or he got a responsibility. How he is using or misusing that power, we can see through this storyboard. What he did? Anil, today I am going to report you to Mrs. Rao. He is informing to Anil. He is standing in sitting on the bench and he is calling Anil and saying, but what have I done? Anil surprised. I didn't do anything. Why you are reporting my name to the class teacher? So when Mrs. Rao returns to the class teacher തിരിച്ചു വന്നു ക്ലാസ്സിൽ and Suresh is reporting. What he is reporting? Ma'am, while you were away, Anil kept talking loudly and disturbing the class. He would not listen to me. Actually, Anil didn't do anything. Avanonnum cheyiditilla Anil. But Suresh is saying when you were out, he disturbed the class, he talked loudly, simply some comments, that means problems arising against Anil. And Anil, you will have to stay back after school today and write, I will not disobey the class monitor 100 times. Got it? What was the punishment by the teacher? Teacher said that after the school today, you have to stay back here. Class കഴിഞ്ഞതിനു ശേഷം നീ ഇവിടെ നിൽക്കണം. And you have to write. What you have to write? I will not disobey the class monitor. How many times he want to write that imposition? 100 times. But ma'am, he is mourning. But ma'am, I did not do anything. He is informing, he is expressing his helplessness, but madam is not at all ready to accept it, and Suresh misused his power. Am I right or not? Yes. Suresh got a power as a monitor, but he misused the power. Now you understood? So in such a situation, who will help us? Not in the case of classroom, that means that also as a part it, but as a commonly I am saying that such a situation, or the leaders are misusing, or the authorities are misusing it, who will take responsible for it? Yes. Whose function it is, whose duty it is to solve it? It is it is by the Constitution of India. Got it? So my dear children, from this we understood that in democratic countries, the Constitution often lays down rules that safeguard against the misuse of the authority by our political leaders. From this second point, you understood that if anyone is violating their power or they are misusing their power, authority or leaders, who will take responsible for that? Constitution is taking responsible to safeguard the interest of the opposite parties. Understood? Yes. According to Indian Constitution, many of these laws are contained in the section of fundamental rights. That we will discuss. It is coming only, that portion is coming only. When you are studying the fundamental rights, you can understand all of these laws, all of these rights, it is mentioned here in the fundamental rights. What it is fundamental rights? Maulika Avakashangal. How many it is? 6. Okay, we will discuss it later. And last year's another one example I will tell you. With this Suresh and Anil's example, we can discuss one more example. That means Om Prakash Valmiki and his experience we discussed. Om Prakash Valmiki was a Dalit. 7th standard we discussed. He was a Dalit. Low caste, from the low caste family. So because of his Dalit or because of his caste, he was not allowed to sit in the class. And also the school authority let him to broom or sweep the school ground. And after that his father came and asked against it. And who protected him? Yes, the Constitution protects him. And now can you recall all those stories? Yes, why he faced discrimination? Why he is allowed or why he is compelled to sweep the school ground and surroundings? Because he was a Dalit, or he is coming from a Dalit family. Then how the Indian Constitution guarantees the right of equality to all persons? From this what we have to understand? Equality is legal. Indian Constitution is guaranteeing equality to all persons. And also no citizens can be discriminated. No one is discriminated on the basis of their religion, race, caste, gender and place of birth. ഏതൊരു വ്യക്തി ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, ഡോണ്ട് ഡിസ്ക്രിമിനേറ്റ് എ പേഴ്സൺ എഗെയിൻസ്റ്റ് ഓൺ ദ ബേസിസ് ഓഫ് ദെയർ റിലീജിയൻ, മതത്തിന്റെ പേരിൽ, റൈസ് വർഗത്തിന്റെ പേരിൽ, കാസ്റ്റ് ജാതിയുടെ പേരിൽ, ജെൻഡർ, what is gender? ലിംഗത്തിന്റെ പേരിൽ, that means gender, female or male, and also place of birth, ജനിച്ച സ്ഥലത്തിന്റെ അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിൽ. Don't want to discriminate a person. So the right to equality is one of the most fundamental rights that we will discuss in our fundamental rights area. Okay, it is guaranteed by our Indian constitution. Another important purpose of a functions of a constitution. So we discussed two importance or a functions or a key features of an Indian constitution, or why does a country need a constitution. Two we discussed. Another important purpose or a function of constitution, it is to ensure that a dominant group, ensuring a dominant group from group should not misuse the other people, or majority should not dominate the minority people. Means, which is the third function or a priority or the importance of the Indian constitution. That means to ensure that a dominant group does not use its power against other less powerful people or groups. Anything you understood from this third one? Don't worry, I will tell you. Dominant group, സമൂഹത്തിലും ജാതിയിലും മതത്തിലും കളറിലും എണ്ണത്തിലും ഉയർന്നു നിൽക്കുന്ന ഗ്രൂപ്പുകൾ ഒരിക്കലും താഴേക്കിടയിലുള്ളവരെ ഡിസ്ക്രിമിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പാടില്ല, ഡോമിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പാടില്ല, അടിച്ചമർത്താൻ പാടില്ല. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് നോൺ ആസ് it is the third point. It is to ensure that constitution ensure that നമുക്ക് ഉറപ്പ് നൽകുന്നു, ധൈര്യം പകരുന്നു, ensure that dominant group does not use its power against other less powerful people or groups. You know that because of the number, some group of societies or the religious groups, they are more in number. Some other few religious groups, they are less in number. Is it possible to dominate the minorities by the majorities? No, never. It should not be happen. It is prohibited in our Indian constitution. And you can understand such a type of even domination. That means majority group or the dominant group always suppressing the minority group or low powerful group. ശക്തി കൂടിയവർ ശക്തി കുറഞ്ഞവരെ, എണ്ണത്തിൽ കൂടുതലുള്ളവർ എണ്ണത്തിൽ കുറഞ്ഞവരെ don't dominate or suppress. That is the third point. From a storyboard you can understand this. Understood? Which one page number? Everyone should take page number 8. You can see one storyboard in 8th page. What it is going on? I'll read for you. The games period is about to begin. Games period start in school. Okay. For you also PT periods are there. Am I right? So some of the girls and boys are going different corners of the ground and they are selecting their own games. And they are starting their games. But here what it happened, we can discuss it. Now we will play cricket. Okay. So one of the group, they are saying, boys are saying we will play cricket. Let's play basketball today for a change. Every day they are playing football. Every day they are playing cricket. So they are more in numbers. Boys are more in numbers. So girls' interests are not at all protected. So today, that day, girls are saying today we can play basketball. Got it? So what it happened? We always have to what the boys want because they are in majority. It is the complaint of girls. They are saying that always boys are taking their, that means choosing the game. Today also they choose, what they choose? Cricket. Every day boys are selecting the game or choosing the game. We have no priority, we have no participation to select it. So today we can play basketball. Girls replied. The teacher decides to settle the problem with a show of hands. You know that? Teacher came. Such a problems are there. You know that here your physical education teacher, he is coming and or he is engaged in that problems and he is solving that. Such a way, their teacher also engaged. That means asked about it and obviously there are more boys. That means we have one. That means when they show the hands means the boys again got whose opinion it is chosen? Boys' opinion. Why? They are more in number. Majority opinion whose it is? Boys. What they are going to play? Cricket. What is the opinion of girls? Yes, it is basketball. Why their interest is not at all protected? Because they are less in numbers. So the boys are very interestingly, they are screaming loudly. Obviously they are more in numbers. But the girls are saying, boys are very happy. So the girls are saying, of course, their interest should be protected here. Why? They are more in number. Aarkokkiyanu football kalikkandathu? Sorry, cricket kalikkandathu. Appo boys ellarum kai kondikkum. Okay. So boys are more in numbers. And to whom or aarkokkiyanu then basketball kalikkandathu? Girls are only 2-3 numbers. So they also raised their hands. But whose opinion it is selected? Majority opinion. Who is in majority? Boys are in majority. So which game they have to select? Cricket they have to select. Whose interest it not protected? Girls' interest not protected. So from this example you understood that majority should not dominate by less group of a people, less number of a people. Now you understood? Okay. If a majority always taking decisions and avoiding minorities as above storyboard, constitution playing a vital role. Got it? What it is constitution saying? Majority should not dominate the minority. Got it? Always we are saying that always majority's opinion it is considering. But with that we have to consider the opinion of the minority people also. That is constitution ensure that minorities are not excluded from anything. എണ്ണത്തിന്റെ കാര്യത്തിൽ കുറവായതുകൊണ്ട് മൈനോറിറ്റീസിനെ ഒരിക്കലും മാറ്റി നിർത്താൻ പാടുള്ളതല്ല. That our constitution giving or supporting or ensure. It is also mentioning one community should not dominate other community. One community should not dominate other community. ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് പീപ്പിൾ ഒരു കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയിൽപ്പെട്ട ആളുകൾ മറ്റൊരു കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയെ ഡോമിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പാടുള്ളതല്ല. Not only that, within the community, few members of the community is disturbing or dominating the other people in the same community. Got it? That is also prohibited. ഒരു കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയിൽപ്പെട്ട ആളുകൾ മറ്റു കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയിൽപ്പെട്ടവരെയും സെയിം കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയിൽപ്പെട്ടവർ അതേ കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയിൽപ്പെട്ട ആളുകളെയും should not dominate. Got it? That is known as that means totally we can say that inter-community and intra-community domination also prohibited. Inter-community between the communities, intra-communities inside the communities. These two dominations are prohibited by the Indian Constitution. Got it? Now you understood what is inter-communities domination and intra-community dominations? Yes. My dear children, The next purpose of the Constitution, it is to save us from ourselves. To save us from ourselves. That is, the fourth one we can say that to save us from ourselves. It is a strange, this sentence is strange for you. Constitution നമ്മെ നമ്മിൽ നിന്ന് തന്നെ പ്രൊട്ടക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു, സേവ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. That means Constitution to save us from ourselves. That is the fourth one. And that is, നമ്മുടെ താല്പര്യത്തിന് എതിരായിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും പ്രവർത്തിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് സൈഡിൽ നമ്മുടെ താല്പര്യത്തിന് എതിരായി എന്തെങ്കിലും നടക്കുന്നുവെങ്കിൽ we can take precautions, we can protect. That means Constitution will protect us. Through one example you can understand it. Okay, so my dear children, I'll tell you another one storyboard you can see. Did you see this storyboard? Yes. What it is saying? Very interesting one. The old people are jealous. That means jealousy for us. So my dear children, it is with this storyboard you can understand that the Constitution, it is save us from ourselves. That we will discuss on next class. Okay, so everyone should read up to this and try to understand it. We can meet again. Thank you.